As part of your project work to complete your Lean Champion program, we're going to ask you to start off with a project charter. And thought we'd take a moment and explain to you how this project charter works. This document right here is a project charter that has a number of different components to it. Each of the components has a purpose. Obviously, the name of the project is where we start off with. In this case, the sample here, it's a small motor production. That's where this company has decided to focus. Leadership panel and sponsor, this identifies who we're going to play catch ball with. In other words, who we're going to bounce our thoughts and our plans and ideas off of before we execute. The next is the value stream manager. Now, the value stream manager is someone who's an expert about this particular project or value stream that we're going to be studying. It doesn't have to be a high-level executive. It can be just someone who is very, very knowledgeable about this product stream. The next are team members, fairly obvious, who's going to be helping us in this project. We don't want you as Lean Champions to be doing these projects by yourself. Part of your certification is your ability to create a team and work effectively with a team. So we're going to measure that as well. Purpose of the project. What are we trying to improve? This should be something measurable. In this case, improve capacity of small motor production area so the company can diversify its customer base. That's something that's fairly big picture and measurable. Metrics and targets. These are the more detailed measures that we're trying to impact. In this case, they looked at total lead time, and they have a target reduced from average of 6 weeks to 3 weeks. Number of defects is the next metric, reduced from 5 parts per 100 to 1 part per 100. The third metric that this group is looking at is to increase throughput from 200 orders shipped weekly to 400 orders shipped weekly. So those 3 metrics support that overall purpose. The next is the project scope. It says the beginning and ending points of the project. In this case, receipt of shop packet from engineering. So that's where they're beginning their project. When a shop packet hits the floor from engineering, that's where the project scope starts. And it ends at through product shipping, so when we ship product to the customer. Parameters. Now, parameters are processes that must be followed or can't be done. For example, in this case, no new staff or equipment purchases. So in order to complete this project, they're not purchasing equipment or hiring staff. The second bullet point under parameters here is implement improvements on first shift only as part of the pilot project. So they've decided that as a parameter, they're going to pilot on first shift to see how it does. The next is deliverable, tangible outputs of the project. In this case, they're asking for a current state value stream map, which is something you're going to learn about and do. A future state value stream map, same thing, you're going to learn about that and have the opportunity to create one. And then identify Kaizen events with prioritization. That simply means what specific things are we going to do to move us from the current state to the future state. And the last is a 90-day implementation plan. So as part of this project, a written plan of implementation for the next horizon of 90 days will be part of the deliverables. After that, it's timeline, including target completion date. That's pretty self-explanatory. When do we expect to have this project done? At least to the point where we have accomplished the deliverables. The last is updates. How often will leadership be updated on the project? And this is the check as part of the plan, do, check, adjust cycle. It's also the opportunity to play catch ball, where we toss the project results and the project progress to leadership, and they give us our feedback, keep us on the straight and narrow. So that's a project charter. You'll be given a blank one on site when we get together at our host company, and you get coached in how to fill this in. And this is going to be the beginning of a successful project for you as part of Lean Manufacturing Champion program. Thanks.